Oh, I'm okay. I'm done. Yeah, I mean, I should be able to be heard. Oh, there we go. Alright. So, I don't really know when I stopped being heard, but Haze goes over and gets the life up heart, and I did miss if Harcos actually went and got the life up heart. And let's see how many moons each of them are going for. It does definitely look like Harcos is going to get this. Oh, is going to go for the 12 moons. Whereas it does look like Haze is preferring these timer challenges and the purples more. So Haze is a little bit farther behind on moons. It definitely is looking like Harcos is gonna end up sniping that space, but oh, actually not going to end up going for the 12 moons in Cascade space, despite collecting all those moons. Maybe Harcos thought that Haze actually had more moons right now. Oh, Haze is also going to pass on the 12 moons in Cascade. Both of them deciding that time investment is too much. Although I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think that 12 moons might be like the maximum amount of moons that you can get right now in this kingdom. But it is like a little funny to me that both of them just passed up this space. But these two runners are neck and neck in terms of game progress. Okay, 19. Thank you, Neo. I am rusty. Let's see. So I don't think that Harcos grabbed the second life up. So I think maybe he gave up on it, but I'm just not sure. Collecting our purples in town. The usual, at least this is usual for me in Bingo. And by for me, I mean what I expect people to do, not what I actually do, because I am awful at this game. Ooh, Harcos going for slots. While Haze opts to go buy him. Is there I think I saw a purchase moon on this space? No. I'm a little surprised that we aren't seeing either runner try to get to herding the sheep in the dunes a little bit faster, which I think you need peace for. So it's a little surprising to me that neither of them are going for IP cliff. Haze getting some 90% moons. Haze is a big 90% runner as far as I'm aware, so it makes sense that they would try to get on that anything. Ooh, okay. I was about to say, oh, actually skipping Dune. Thought that they were gonna go from bird to Dune. That is correct, Aaron, because I don't see a ton of reasons to be in sand on this board. I guess there is a 35 regionals, but 35 regionals is... Oh, and the 30. Okay, never mind. The Omega Synergy. Harcos getting the slots moon, and now going for the life up heart. So I think that the two players are tied in terms of life up hearts now. Unless I missed it in Cascade. Harcos could be up one. Haze is calling Jaxie. Calling Jaxie again. So that will be that space for Haze. Haze at 3. Harcos at 1. Harcos taking the 30 regionals in sand. Haze starting to herd, which, considering Harcos hasn't even gotten to a sheep, I think pretty solidly lands him on that space. Man, short bingo is fast. This is, I think this is my second time ever seeing short bingo. The pacing of it is so different. It's like neat to see how the synergy between the spaces, like, and how much of like a difference they can play in short bingo, where because of the fact that like there's only a 5 regional coin difference between this 30 regional coins in sand and this 35, it means that like going for those regionals is basically 2 spaces, right? The 5 regionals is almost nothing, and it just kind of shuts Haze out of 2 spaces instead of 1. There you go. Harcos getting those extra 5. We have like a total sub area. Okay, sub area is 6 minutes from sub areas in the sand. So I think that Haze has 2. Harcos has 0 here. So unless Harcos gets into a sub area soon, looking like Haze is gonna take that space as well. And then when it comes to sand, we're pretty much done. Maybe Haze will collect enough for a sticker or something, but I would have to guess that Harcos is gonna buy 2 stickers here. Harcos over an Oasis. Haze picking up some more sub-areas. At this point, Harcos has to, I think, be thinking, Haze is probably doing sub-areas. I'm just gonna forego the space, try to get out of sand ASAP. Which, you know, to be fair, looks like they're perfectly reading the situation. Does do a warp out here, though. Still needs 3 moons. Okay, it could just be this one, Sphinx, and... oh, Hidden Treasure. Or, Among the Trash, I think it's called. It's a nice quick 3 to get them out of here. Haze making sure to pick up a couple more purples, so Haze might also buy 2 stickers here. And a nice little moment where both runners are now in the same place. Despite taking extremely different routes through this kingdom. Harcos with the warp back to town. Looks like they will be purchasing a moon. There must be a purchase moon thing. Oh, purchase 2 full costumes. Is also on there. Purchase moon. Purchase Okay, no moon purchases. So they must have just been a routing thing for outfits and souvenirs. Oh, not stickers, not souvenirs. Completely different. Completely different things that you both buy with purple coins in like every kingdom. Oh, there are no purchase moon goals in short? That makes sense. I mean, there's not really like a ton of kingdoms in short, right? And actually, it's actually pretty cool that once again, both runners are doing the same thing right now. They both made a trip to the shop at the same time. They both ended up leaving the kingdom at the same time, too. I don't know how common this is for short, but like, this feels really cool to me, at least. Haze is deciding to go back to Cap. So is AzHarcos. Because, as we all know, this is with like the time with the least time loss with regards to going back. If you make a purchase moon's goal for short, what amount would you put on it though? That seems a little. Purchase 2 and 3 are decent. I don't know. That seems like a little too easy. With how much, because if you look at this board right now, think about how incentivized they've already been to go to a shop, right? They're already getting these purples. There's a 3 sticker. Haze claims 2 moons from sub areas. They're already incentivized to go to these shops for the stickers, and they're already collecting these regional coins, and there was the purchase 2 full costumes. So if we look at it like that, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces on this board alone that are like, hey, shops seem pretty good. So I think it's a little dangerous to encourage even more synergy. I actually think that just based on this board, this is like what I would consider perfect synergy. Because if you've looked at like what these runners have done, it's been really cool to just to be like, wow, both of these runners are doing different routes, but they're working on so much at the same time. Both runners leaving. Oh, Haze has left Prog Room, and AzHarcos is just about to leave Prog Room. Ooh, I think okay. Okay. AzHarcos got those purples before entering the room. I missed that.
Hello. How's it going?
Oh, hello, Agrin.
Yeah, how are you?
I am okay. How about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm a little late, but I am here.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, more experienced bingo commentator.
Thanks.
Someone who probably has seen a short bingo more than one time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty well-rounded when it comes to this, so yeah, thanks.
So, now I can pick your brain for some insight. Where does short bingo typically end? I think it's wooded/lake, right?
Yes, wooded or lake.
Okay. And like what's like the typical time for a runner who isn't garbage like me?
Well, this is lockout, so it's going to be a little bit different. But the matches have been usually ranging from like 25 to 35 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay. So then this is like not a great board.
Yeah, well, the goal in lockout is a little bit different. It's first to 13 goals. So
well, no, I mean because I'm like so even like considering that, right? So like looking at the board, there is like a nice mix of like these wooded and lake goals. but
Right.
also the fact that there's this 60 moons goal, right?
Yes.
So, like, let's say one of these runners, because I think that they might actually be even in terms of lake versus wooded. There's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No, they both kingdoms have a hint art.
Right, right.
But lake will get that one first, right? There's no way that wooded ends up getting that one first.
No, yeah, it definitely seems to be a pretty even mix between Lake and Wooded, but Lake makes more sense to go through first because they can get out of there faster, so. So, in general, like, what have you seen the runners been going for?
So, there was a lot of purple collecting.
Okay.
A lot of purple collecting in sand, but a little purple collecting in Cascade. Both of them decided to go back to cap for the multitude of cap goals. And those are the big things. Honestly, like, in terms of play, they've both been, like, pretty neck and neck the whole time. And there has been, like, some syncing back up. That, so, like, right before you joined, they had taken extremely different routes through sand. AzHarcos didn't do any sub areas, hated sub areas, stuff like that. Harcos actually did a lot more purple collecting because they realized. I think that they just assumed that haze would go for the sub areas, but they both ended up meeting back up at the shop, and they both left the kingdom at like the exact same time.
I see. Yeah, and there's definitely like some slower goals on here, like herding sheep and 6 unique life parts, 20 unique captures that I personally would have tried to avoid or just save for later.
Yeah, 20 unique captures I thought was just an instant write-off.
Yeah, 20 unique captures in short is like a complete write-off because I'm pretty sure it requires both lake and wooded. Don't quote me on that one.
No, it does. There's no way. Because from regular bingo, 22 is like, you have to go past. You need lake and wooded. Well, you need a little bit more, actually.
Well, that's the thing, though. You can get a lot of captures in wooded alone.
It's,
I think
3?
it's 10 or 11, so... I feel like 20 might be possible in wooded. It's just ridiculous. Because, obviously Shore is designed where you need to go to lake or wooded, so I don't think 20 unique captures is actually a goal where you're required to go to both. It makes sense to go to both, but you're not required to. So.
Haze is at 8. Harcos is at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Haze has like a 1 space lead. Actually, Haze marked another space as I was saying that, I think.
Right. Haze might have, a space lead, but it's going to matter more about the big picture on what they've been collecting as we reach the late game of the lockout. I feel like whoever's been collecting purple coins is going to be in better shape here. Because I see 100 and 125 total regional coins. Which, by the way, have appeared in the same line. Something that's just...
Yeah, when I first started this, my mind forgot that this was lockout, even though I had just mentioned it, and I was like, whoa, those two spaces next to each other, well, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's just a small kink with the short bingo goal generator, because there just are not enough short bingo goals. But this is lockout.
Short bingo isn't new, right?
No.
Okay. Because I was about to say, I swear I saw it like a year or two ago.
Short bingo is about as old as normal, just short was never really balanced the way normal was. Like, normal's been through a few rounds of balancing. Short, I don't think, has gone through any kind of significant balancing. So it's still the same way it technically was. But since this is lockout...
Maybe this tournament will end up changing that.
Well, yeah, so, short single being the first round, it's funny how, we even decided on that mode, so, like, I play bingo with a lot of other people and a different server, and we were just one day experimenting with stuff, and then one day someone was like, "Let's just try short single," and I was like, "Really? Are you sure?" And then we tried it, and it was actually a lot more like diverse and fun than I was expecting, and a lot of the routes were surprisingly close in comparison, so it wasn't like an immediate pick one line wins all type of deal with short single, which I was relieved by because that's what I exactly thought was going to be the case, and that still happens on some cards, but that also happens with normal triple. Like there's sometimes just one route that's just way better. So I was surprised to see how good short single was. But yeah. Anyways,
Marcos is going for the skip.
Yeah, like I said before, nice. I think whoever just is collecting the purple coins is gonna end up on top here. So Haze definitely looks like he has a pretty big advantage over Harcos.
Well, Harcos is at least already in Wooded, so they've basically guaranteed to get this. They just marked it actually, the moons from nuts. I think that is going to be a bit of a difference maker, but also Haze just has to get 25 more purples.
Yeah, hopefully Haze realizes that immediately and just goes straight back to Cascade and goes for that 12 moons. I'm trying to make up for 20 minutes of missed commentary. Kind of difficult because Lockout, you really just need to watch the whole match.
You need to see like everything. Is what I'm learning.
Exactly. It's a very different mode. It's not like Triple where you can just hop in and be like, oh, so that's what they're doing. Okay, and then just start talking about it. Because it's a ever-adapting mode on what the runners could be trying to do.
Let's see. Right, I think he needs one more checkpoint.
Yeah.
Right, there isn't a checkpoint at the start of Wooded or anything, right? It's only that like weird area, and then up here, and then the next one is Flower Path. No, Flower Path doesn't have one. It's at the boss.
Yeah. There's the checkpoint right next to the Story Moon, and then there's the checkpoint right before Spirit. And then there's a checkpoint down below by Pipeway, so there's only 3 available before you fight Spirit.
Nice job, Harcos, on the Flower Path skip.
But you gotta be careful, because once you do beat Spirit, several checkpoints disappear. However, that shouldn't matter, because a bunch at the top also unlock. But, just gotta keep that in mind when you're going for, like, 4 or 5 checkpoints. I don't really think that applies here, though.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
yeah,
10,
apparently
11, 12.
Haze does have 125 total regionals. We will definitely ask them to verify that if they do end up winning. Because
Haze needs 3 more captures for 20 captures. Haze is 1 space away from winning.
Right.
So
Haze not giving up on Wooded Kingdom when he could probably just leave and just get 12 Cascade.
He left Cascade with... What minimum is 10. No, minimum is 4. I think he left with 8.
Right.
And I think Harcos actually ended up leading with 10.
Interesting. So Harcos has the lead on that goal then. Wait, is that what he's doing now?
It would appear so. I think that they both just go back to Haze? No, Haze is going back to Cap.
Who has more moons? Because it'll come down to that if Harcos ends up cleaning up these goals.
No, I think Haze is going for captures. Which I don't think that he has been to Lake.
Okay, so
He's
They-
at 18 out of 20 right now, I think.
Right. So they just need to revisit, and hopefully they can track down, finish up the captures. That is not a goal that I would personally go for in this particular situation.
Well, I think that he might be going for it because he's basically assuming that any normal player would do that.
Well,
He's
I
going
mean,
for it because nobody else would. He
yes,
only needs one more,
absolutely.
right?
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with that. And it
And that's
makes sense
actually, I think,
he
a
was
pretty
the
sick
last
play.
player, since there's really no other capture goals on this card. So, AzHarcos probably never even really considered it as a square worth going for.
Alright, I think that he needs one more
We need
capture.
one more. Come on, Haze. Running out of time, bud. 19. Okay, he's trying to figure out what he's still missing.
It's gotta be Lake, right?
No, yeah, absolutely. I think I saw that he's missing the zipper.
Oh, he went to Wooded!
Why'd he go to Wooded? No.
Maybe the Rock? No, he went to Deep Woods. But
Yeah.
I only saw him get the purse.
Wait, so why is Harcos in sand?
Maybe some quick
mayhaps?
moves?
Life parts and mayhaps? Have either runner been collecting the life parts?
No, Harcos has been collecting. Harcos, I think, is trying to get total moons and the life up parts right now.
I see.
IP clip. IP, nice.
Knuckle attack capture, go! Shut
No,
up.
no.
Poison Piranha
There we
Plant.
go.
Can we also see Haze's regional menu? That would be nice. Because, I'm pretty sure he got 125. I'm pretty confident in the fact that he did. I just, would be nice to know. I mean, wait, are we still applying that same rule for verification with lockout? Because I feel like it's a little different here. Because if he doesn't have those squares...
Yeah, then it, changes everything.
Exactly. Well, Haze believes he finished, so...
We will... Is anyone contacting Hayes to ask for a confirmation on regionals?
I'll just, mark him the winner so that way he sent the thing. And then we can just ask him to, show his menu if he does decide to interview. If the comm controls ever load, that would be nice. Okay, why aren't they loading? There they are. Okay. Alright, Haze was already not done, so he should have been sent the thing. No, yeah. I mean, it's perfectly reasonable to expect that, he knows that he collected 125 regionals. I totally believe him, but...
I also just believe
because I haven't been here for 20 minutes, it is a little bit suspicious. Just because I kind of just got here, I'm trying to catch up on 20 minutes worth of commentary, so... I'm not really sure exactly what Vash saw, so... It's not as, clean cut.
Listen, it went really fast. I did not count purples.
I totally understand, especially if this was your first short lockout comm. Forget it. Forget it. Forget about it.
Uh-oh. Aaron
Not
says...
over? Sorry? Wait, what? Uh-oh. You clipped his 2-second... Okay, so... Haze still needs to get 14 or 11 regionals. I can't count. I said 114 and then said 14. Okay, he needs 11 more regionals.
22, 41, 14.
Okay.
67.
It's not over, but it looks like Az still can't really, catch up, unfortunately. Oh man. Oh man, that kind of sucks because Az kind of just spent a few minutes just on the pyramid doing whatever. But I guess at that point, it's like, what more can you do if you think your opponent won? I mean, I guess you could have kept playing, but I think that is a DQ, though. Is it?
Yeah, that's honestly not my decision. Up to everybody else.
Neo, can I get some confirmation on this? Is this considered a DQ? If Haze collects 11 more regionals, does he still win? Like, are we applying that same rule to lockout? Because technically... that's tough. I don't know.
I honestly have no idea how I would apply that rule. Because, like,
to be?
it changes, like, the whole thing, but also...
Right. I mean, like, again, I wasn't in the stream for the first 20 minutes, so I don't know what Az was going for at the start. Was Az collecting a lot of regionals at the start, and then because Hayes marked the 100, Az stopped going for them? Is that what happened?
You were here when that actually ended up happening, so...
I know, but
I still think that AzHarcos was still, like, going for some of them, but...
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. How should we proceed, like, for just, like, our purposes?
Okay,
because obviously this probably needs to be, like, a larger conversation than this stream.
Yeah. So this is gonna brew over elsewhere, but yeah, the runners have finished. We'll get a verdict soon, hopefully.
Oh, I don't expect we'll get one here.
No,
yeah. I do agree with Shintu though that they both just played like pretty well.
No, yeah, absolutely. Both runners seemed like they played very well. Yeah, I apologize for being 20 minutes late. Something came up.
You're absolutely fine. Life happens.
That sucks.
So, in light of the fact that we don't really know how this is going to play out, I don't really know if we should do a player interview.
Sure, that's fair. Alright.
Do you have anything you would like to add?
Yeah. I've been Awesome Agron. And you've been Vash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is nice to be back.
No, yeah, for sure. Absolutely, dude. You know, it's always a blast commentating with you. But,
likewise.
Yeah, make sure you follow SpeedGaming, follow the runners. You can follow me or Vash if you'd like. And there will be more bingo action throughout the week. So stay tuned. Thanks, guys.
Over on SpeedGaming 4, that is where the normal triple race between Mater XX versus Alex 10 will be.
Yes, correct. That is the next race. Is that in an hour?
And that's
45 minutes?
It's about 20 minutes.
Oh, it's at 4, okay. Alright. Yeah, sounds good. So, watch that if you'd like, and again, there's more throughout the week. Stay tuned, guys.
Yep. Goodbye.